Thousands of Canadians continue to feel the frustration at our country's busiest airports, particularly here at Pearson. Air Canada has trimmed its summer schedule to cope with the congestion, but even though fewer flights are now taking off, industry experts don't expect it will be enough to cut delays. Airlines have been scrambling to respond to scenes like these. Endless lines, baggage claim backlogs, and flight disruptions.
Worst lineup I've ever seen. They already told us we'll miss our flight.
Passengers flying to the U.S. were caught in the morning chaos at Toronto's Pearson Airport.
I've been waiting for like maybe 30 minutes now. I expect to wait another maybe an hour. And my flight leaves in 20 minutes, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it.
My flight got canceled, and I did what any normal person would do, is I hired a data scraper and started pulling all the data in.
Ray Harris with the analytics firm Data Wazo has been tracking cancellations and delays at Canadian airports for about a month. He says domestic and American flights are bearing the brunt. Data Wazo's figures show around 11% of flights to the U.S. out of Pearson were canceled in the last week, with 46% delayed.
I consider a delay anything that's 20 minutes or more past the schedule.
At Canada's four biggest airports, 44% of domestic flights were delayed, with Pearson again topping the list. But Harris says his numbers show the situation is improving.
Not so much in terms of delays, those are pretty stable, but their cancellation numbers have dropped from about 11-12% 2-3 weeks ago to 6% over the last week.
Some 154 flights per day have been bumped off Air Canada's schedule for July and August, with most of the affected flights to and from its Toronto and Montreal hubs. The airline said in a statement, these will be mostly frequency reductions affecting primarily evening and late night flights by smaller aircraft on transborder and domestic routes. The head of McGill University's aviation management program doubts the reductions will bring operational stability, citing the role international connecting flights play in the problem.
There's a lot of traffic that Air Canada has deliberately designed in its schedule to attract U.S.-Europe traffic, and that volume is significant. It involves connecting passengers, involves moving bags.
Now the summer's been sold.
They knew what the staffing positions, shortages, both for themselves as airlines, as well as for the airports, and they still kept selling those flights. It really is beyond salvation at this point in time.
Now, a spokesperson for Toronto's Billy Bishop Airport confirmed to CityNews in an email that a shortage of air traffic controllers contributed to many delays and cancellations at its airport this weekend, but it's a concern right across the country. Nav Canada, the independent organization that manages air traffic control, says it has at times been impacted by unplanned absences, but has made every effort to backfill.